Emotional intelligence was first introduced in 1990. Since then, it has been deeply ingrained in the language of productivity in the organizational and educational fields. Emotional intelligence has generated an oversimplified definition that captures its core, stating, emotional intelligence involves the ability to monitor the emotions of yourself and others and use that information to guide one's thinking and actions. This is the overarching essence of what is emotional intelligence. However, the theory involves various subcategories that allows for the assessment of one's own level of emotional intelligence.
There are three theories we explored surrounding emotional intelligence before researching and applying the one we found most appropriate. The three theories we researched are as follows: Mayer's and Salovey's 97 theory, Dr. Reuven Bar-On 2006 model emotional social intelligence, and Daniel Goleman for elements of emotional intelligence theory.
This model's main idea is a proposition that emotional intelligence is a cognitive ability that is separate and associated to the general intelligence of an individual at the same time. The model is composed of four different abilities: the perception of emotion, which is the ability to perceive emotions in yourself and others; the emotional facilitation, which help thinking in three ways for signaling important changes, for changing mood to see situations in different ways and to facilitate different types of reasoning; the understanding emotions, which is the knowledge of emotions and how they blend to create new ones over time; and the last ability is the management of emotions, which is the ability to manage your own emotions and the emotions of the people around you. All four of these abilities are ordered from basic to highest order, which develops as the individual matures. The model's test is called the Mayer-Salovey Emotional Intelligence Test and is composed of 141 items measuring the four branches. The test has two area scores: the experimental, which includes perception and facilitation, and the strategic, which includes understanding and managing. Bar-On's model of emotional social intelligence highlights 5 different areas that interact with each other, including intrapersonal, interpersonal, stress management, adaptability, and general mood scale. Intrapersonal includes the awareness of oneself, assertiveness, independence, self-regard, and self-actualization. For the interpersonal, it includes empathy and social responsibility and interpersonal relationships. For the stress management, it includes stress tolerance and impulse control. The adaptability is the flexibility to adjust to one's feelings, thinking of new situations, thinking with external reality, and solving problems of a personal or interpersonal nature. Finally, the general mood scale focuses on the range of degree of one's emotions. This can be measured using the EQI, which is based on over 20 years of research conducted by Dr. Reuven Bar-On. It consists of 133 items and employs a 5-point response scale that provides a rating. It provides a computer-generated score with an estimate one's level of emotional social intelligence. Daniel Goleman outlines the 4 elements of emotional intelligence in regards to the making of a leader. Goleman recognizes that the most effective leaders all possess a high degree of emotional intelligence. There is a strong relationship between emotional intelligence and effective performance in the workplace. He breaks down this theory into 4 crucial parts: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and social skills. The first component in evaluating one's emotional intelligence is self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize your emotions, strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and drives in a realistic and accurate manner. Self-awareness involves honesty with oneself and the effect their emotions have on others. Self-management is the control over one's impulses and emotions. Social awareness is the ability to understand the emotions of others and treat people accordingly to their emotional reactions. Social skills is the capability to build and maintain relationships with others.
The three theories that we identify all focus on analyzing one's own emotional intelligence, as well as all are applicable and effective in a workplace atmosphere. While the three models have their own individual essence, they also have similarities. Baron and Mayer's theory are both tested scientifically. Mayer and Goleman's theories both process for attributes that contribute to the understanding and application of emotional intelligence. Goleman and Baron's theory both consider interpersonal strength and foundation of one's emotional intelligence.
Dr. Preston Nee explores the ways one can grow and strengthen one's own emotional intelligence. In a recent study, Nee states the following: according to Talent Smart, 90% of high performers at the workplace possess high emotional intelligences, while 80% of low performers have low emotional intelligences. These statistics show how emotional intelligence is crucial in the workplace in order for a company to reach its highest potential. Nee identifies 6 ways an individual can grow their emotional intelligence. Over the course of these 6 methods, Nee demonstrates how emotional intelligence can evolve and increase with our desire to learn and grow. While all of these methods are applicable when understanding emotional intelligence, we found the most significant of the 6 is the third method, the ability to be assertive and express difficult emotions when necessary. Being able to confidently and assertively express your emotions in a positive and productive way determines not only if the outcome is positive or negative, but also how, for example, in the workplace, your coworkers perceive you and interact with you in the future. This case study is about the application of emotional intelligence for people-first leadership at FedEx Express by Joshua Friedman and Jimmy Daniel. Through launching the 6 months process leadership training program, managers have experienced significant changes and improvements in certain key emotional intelligence skills and leadership outcomes, such as decision-making skills and quality of life. FedEx is the world's largest cargo airlines, and it is home to a large number of employees. The founder believes that people and leadership skills form the key element in businesses. The case study strongly relates to emotional intelligence because it mentions how leadership means forming a connection between people at an emotional level. This case study also points out that the people side of leadership has grown more complex. Employees interact with each other through decision-making and variation of culture in an organization. As a result, it formulates different outcomes. There are 2 theories concluded throughout the training program: the action-based emotional intelligence and the blended training and coaching. The first one is a 3-step process framework, including knowing yourself, choosing yourself, and giving yourself. For the blended training and coaching, it is shown that solely task-based management is insufficient to building a team where people give their discretionary effort. People leadership also forms an important part of the formula. This supports that there is a huge connection between the operation of FedEx and people's emotional intelligence level. It shows that emotional intelligence provides the insight and skill to allow for a strategic use of feelings. By combining all the concepts and statistics regarding the case study and emotional intelligence, it can be concluded that the basic principles work in business is that emotions drive people and people drive performance.
We found Dr. Barron's model to be the most applicable to the FedEx case study because it elaborates on an individual's own skills in a communal space, especially workplace. In the case study, Friedman and Daniel discuss the training programs managers undergo and the skills they acquire. Acquiring the skills Barron underscored, such as intrapersonal skills and stress management, coincides with the skills Friedman and Daniel mentioned. Applying Barron's commentary regarding understanding one's own self and being able to cope with demand and problem solving connects significantly to the FedEx stress and leadership skills.
Emotional intelligence is a pivotal part of everyone's lives, whether it be on the professional, educational, or interpersonal field. Harnessing one's own emotional intelligence can lead to one not only improving one's leadership skills, but one's interpersonal, communication, and educational skills.